A lot of people have been asking me, how do I continue to invest into Oscar stock moving forward? Last time I talked about it, whether it's on my Instagram or my YouTube, it was at 13, I believe, 1340 or something like that. Well, that's when I bought it. So right here's when I bought it. That's also the last time I talked about it. And since then, the stock has went up, I believe, let's see, 66%. Now, the stock went up to $21, and a lot of people are asking me, should I buy in? Is it going to go to 30? Whatever. Should I quickly rush in and get in before it, skyrockets to 30, 40, $50 plus? Now, I kind of have two ideas on this stock as a whole. Number one, it's going to drop down once again, like it has 5 different times. Like, I don't think it's out of the question for this stock to drop down to $10 to $13. Or number two, it goes up to $30, just like everyone else is predicting, and essentially almost triples from that $13 mark. Now, my personal opinion, I think it's going to drop down once more with December right around the corner. We all know people typically sell a lot of their holdings that they're either taking a win on or a loss on right before tax season. So I can easily see that happening with Oscar and really many other stocks. I mean, it's not out of the picture. But after that one, if we do see one more dip, I really don't think this is going to go down again. If you really go towards the fundamentals of this company, it's grown every single year. And I was talking about this with someone I work with. They're asking me, is Nvidia worth it to invest into at 190? It goes up, I make money. And while it could be a good investment, the biggest problem is we're talking about a $4 trillion company, right? This is all self-explanatory. Like, I'm sure you would guess this. How hard is it to double a $4 trillion company versus, Oscar that has a market cap of 5 billion or something like that, or, 3 billion or 4 billion. It's not that hard, right? Or if they're doing 10 billion in revenue, how hard is that to double, right? How hard is that to triple? How hard is that to 10x, right? They can go from 9 billion to 100 billion over a span of 10, 15 years, but to go from 4 trillion to 40 trillion, like, it's kind of hard. So that's why I kind of stick to these smaller cap stocks. And I think that if you have less capital, it makes more sense because you don't have, you're not going to have liquidity issues. You're not dealing with billions of dollars where it's going to be hard for you to sell off your position once it goes up. So this makes more sense. And if we really just look at the understanding of, okay, it's going up every single year, although quarterly they have been in a negative. But if you just look at the numbers overall, they're going up. It should be pretty healthy long term. But again, I will say potentially expect one more dip, but anywhere from the range of 11 to 15, I would suggest buying. You don't need to do a big investment if you don't want to do a big investment, but at least buy something. I think if you kind of get your foot in the door and just put something in, I think you'll be glad you did. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions below about this company on where it's going to go, let me know down below.